Welcome to another episode of Checked It with me, Anthonieta Kalunta. On the 22nd of August, Kashim Shettima, the vice presidential candidate of the APC for the 2023 elections, was one of the guests at the 62nd Nigerian Bar Association Annual General Conference held in Lagos. Shettima gave a short speech and also answered questions in the Q&A segment of the event. Shettima made various claims. He said he has been in the theater of conflicts for 18 years and that Nigeria spends $3.25 billion on its military. We've checked it so you don't have to.
When Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu became the governor of Lagos State in 1999, Lagos was earning the princely sum of 700 million every month as our internally generated revenue.
Checked it, and this is false. Under Bola Tinubu's administration, Lagos State earned a monthly average IGR that ranged between 960 million naira in 1999 when he first became governor to 5.14 billion naira monthly in 2006, which is actually higher than the 700 million that Shettima stated.
Now Lagos is earning 51 billion naira every month as its internally generated revenue.
Checked it, and this is mostly true. According to the Lagos State Government's 2022 first quarter budget performance report, Lagos State earned 157.43 billion naira in internally generated revenue for the first quarter, which is about 52 billion naira per month.
Lagos is the third largest economy in Africa.
Checked it, and as of 2020, this is false. From what we could find, Lagos was last ranked 4th place in African richest cities by GDP in a 2020 report by Lagos Bureau of Statistics. The top 3 African cities by GDP as of 2020 were Cairo, Johannesburg, and Cape Town, followed by Lagos as number 4.
At the end of the unfortunate Nigerian civil war, the Nigerian armed forces ballooned to 250,000 combat troops. At the end of July, our total number of troops was 213,000 for a population of 216 million people.
Checked it, and this is mostly true. The number of our troops has not increased since 1970. According to the Global Security website, the strength of the Nigerian army rose to 250,000, all ranks, at the end of the Nigerian Civil War. The World Bank, as of 2021, records the Nigerian Armed Forces personnel troops to be 223,000, not 213,000, as Shettima stated.
In 1970, Nigeria's population was 55.98 million people. Our GDP was $12 billion. Our military spending was $660 million, representing 5.28% of our GDP.
Checked it, and this is mostly true. According to data by the World Bank, in 1970, Nigeria had a population of 55.9 million people with a GDP of $12.55 billion, and military spending was 5.28% of the GDP, but the amount spent was $66 billion, not $660 million, as Shettima stated.
I've been in the theater of conflict for 18 years.
Checked it, and this is false. According to publicly available data, Shettima became governor of Borno State in 2011. From 2011 to 2022 is 11 years. The only other public appointment in the territory that Shettima has held was Commissioner of Finance for Borno State from 2007 to 2011, which is not security related, but even if we add his 4 years as Commissioner of Finance for Borno, his total experience in the theater of war would be 15 years and not 18.
At the end of July, Nigeria's population was 216.98 million people. Our GDP, projected GDP, was 445 billion. And our total number of troops was 213,000 for a population of 216 million people. The percentage of our GDP that is spent on the military, on security, was only 0.5%.
Checked it, and it seems like Shettima is citing 2022 numbers, but we could only verify the numbers as of 2021, and based on those numbers, Shettima's statement is mostly true. According to data from our National Population Commission, Nigeria's current population is 217.28 million, and as of 2021, our GDP was $440.78 billion. According to SIPRI, in 2021, our military spending reached $4.5 billion, which was 1% of our 2021 GDP. This is where we wrap this episode. I'm Anthonieta Kalunta. You can tag us at 234 Audio to other statements made by candidates you'd like us to fact check. Stay informed.